So let's start by talking a little bit about the economic crisis, which seems to have passed, but has affected quite a lot of us in a lot of ways. I mean, we had a very bad financial year last year, and I know that a lot of people have, and you may have been one of them. But so you might have lost your job, you might have lost your home, you might have lost your savings, you might have lost a number of things. And it's important to remember that the jobs are really important, but your health is number one and your relationships are number two. So, and then everything else comes after that. The most important thing when you lose a job or your money situation is not what you want it to be, is not to stress about it, because things change. One thing you can be sure of is change, and things do change. But if you stress, it starts to build up on your body, and it affects your cells, it affects different parts of your body, and you start to really accumulate this by having, whether you start to get illnesses or something physical that goes wrong. And it's important to realize that that stays in the body, whereas your financial situation might change. Make sure you exercise, make sure you keep your body moving, and don't get sedentary, because there needs to be movement. The important thing is that you don't stay stuck in your situation that you're in. So keep moving, go and exercise, keep the stress out of your body, and then put one foot in front of the other to make changes. Now, if you're in a relationship and one of you has lost your job, then you need to solve it as a team. Don't take your frustration out on the other person. Remember, if you're married or you're not married, whatever the situation, remember when you got married, you said through thick and thin. Well, this is a real test of time. This is a test to that, because it's very important that you come together as a team at that particular time so that you deal with this issue that you've got together, which means move forward practically to make to get jobs. Do the phone calls you need to make, go out and do whatever you need to do. That's number one, okay? Keep the stress out of it. Number two, think of creative ways that you can make money. Maybe this turns out to be an incredible time for you both, because you end up sort of creating new ideas and new ways to make money, or you start a new business. And sometimes you can look back and think, wow, what an amazing time that was to that we ended up doing a new profession together, and it pushes you to find all your resources. So keep communicating, keep being honest, keep being intimate with each other, keep being open, intimate, warm, loving, keep your sexual relationship good, and just keep moving forward as a team. I know so many people that get very, very stressed, and like I said, we had a really hard year last year, but we made it. It actually turned out to be the most incredible year so far of our lives together. We've been together 7 years, and we just didn't let it affect us. We kept moving forward and became very creative. So that I think that's very important. Also, if you have kids, just set an example for them so that they see that you deal with situations easily and effectively and together. Why is it, from Cassandra, okay for my fiance to have girlfriends, but I can't have boyfriends? Well, I don't know the answer to that, meaning, you know what, sometimes in a relationship, the one of you's okay, that the guy's okay that the woman has male friends, or the woman's okay that the male has girlfriends, but sometimes it depends, whether you are a little bit more envious or not. It shouldn't really matter. I mean, if your fiance is good with women and gets on well with women, that's a really positive thing. And the fact that they have friends that are women is always very positive, I think, because it means that they get on really well with women. And it's a very good sign for you, actually, Cassandra, if that's the case, because it means that he's very comfortable around women. If he didn't have women friends, I think he would have sort of more fears around women. So it's always a good thing that they have women, men have women friends, and that women have boyfriends, because it means that you both are more comfortable with the opposite sex, which is obviously something which is quite appealing and bodes well for your relationship. It means that you both understand the other sex. And then Melissa's asked, just to follow up on that, about how do you get your wife to feel secure during these tough economic times. I think the important thing is that you feel close to each other, that you feel like you're moving forward together. Your relationship is number one. Keep moving forward, keep stress out of it, make phone calls, work as hard as you can, don't waste your time, and move forward together as a team to make things happen. And then the stress is relieved in the sense that you know you're being practical and that you're working together. So the important thing is that you feel close to your partner. If you feel close to your partner, you can work through anything together. If you feel distance from your partner, you're much more likely to sort of be angry towards each other. And it's really important that, again, that you make sure that you don't, blame each other, and also make sure that you're having regular sex with your partner, because sex is about intimacy and about warmth. And so long as you feel like you're a team, that's what's really important. Do I think open marriages are a good thing? Not really, I don't. Excuse me. I really don't think they're a good thing. Listen, I'm not against. I want to say that I'm quite open to certain things. I think if you're both into being open, and I know that there's this theory that marriages and people who are swingers, for example, marriages where people are swingers are often, you'll find that the relationships are actually quite good in those circumstances, that they're very stable with each other. So that's why the marriages can do swinging. I'm not particularly up for it myself, but I do think there are some relationships that can actually do that. If you both are consented to that and you're both into that, then absolutely go for it. Because I think, contrary to popular belief, from what I understand from the swinging community, quite a lot of those relationships are very secure, and that's why they can do that. So do I think it's a good thing or not? I think it depends on your relationship. You both have to be up for it. That's all I have to say. And I'm very open about those things. So I don't want to be closed to, because everyone has their different ways of doing things. So I think that it can be quite, if you're both up for it, go for it. Listen, guys, thank you so much. And do make contact with me. You can also see videos from KTLA, the morning show, and make contact with me if you want. And thank you for joining the Ask Sophie community, and please do invite your friends and family. And I know this is a really good support system for you all. So thank you very much.